Bye.
Sarah doing her best to underpay there.
But it's 15 per person, but I just paid her 15. However, every time they ask you where you're from, and I look up and it's 2 euros, 2 ringgits for a local person per person, I'm very tempted. All right, we are here at the front of Agnes Keith House, and we are joined by the sound of our favourite. Let's go.
It's a generator, great. And who is Agnes Keith? I have no idea, but I am intrigued, and we're going to find out what Salamat dating is. Let's go and date some of those Salamats.
Let's put up with him. So this is number 4 of our heritage trail. Ooh, look at that fancy house. Oh, look at a fancy dog that's just joined us. Oh. Have a nice little trip.
One of those pavements.
I know. Do we need to leave our shoes outside?
Yes.
I can feel the air conditioning. Feels good. Ow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. I say wow because the air conditioning is really nice.
So we are learning as we wander. Agnes Keith, not he. You thought it was Keith Agnes. She was an American writer who travelled here from Los Angeles with her husband and family in 1934, and she stayed here until the war broke out in 1942, and she wrote extensively about Sandakan and the area, and so yeah, they like her, and this is her house. I'm going to do my best not to disturb the furniture. They look like they're having a nice peaceful time. I imagine it's don't sit in them, but what a great set. You have a single seater, a double seater, and the triple seater. And they look kind of 60s to me, so I don't know if they are original, but yeah, they're great. If they were from her time, they were well ahead of their time. Let's have a little look at that side profile. What a cool armrest. So sometimes these things take a while to decipher. I believe this is Agnes, and this is a quote from one of her books, perhaps. 3 came home, 1946, so war was just ending. I believe that while we have more than we need on this continent, and others die for the want of it, there can be no lasting peace. When we work as hard in peacetime to make the world decent to live in, as in wartime we will work to kill. The world will be decent, and the causes for which men fight will be gone. So is it an optimistic outlook, or is it just the conditions we need for it to happen? I think I need to meditate on that for a little bit longer.
I'll go up the stairs while you do. Okay, this is her grand bedroom. Very spacious. And there are windows on every wall. In this room, this looks like the arts and crafts room, or her office. How does that work? Oh, maybe it's Morse code.
So I don't think this house is in its original state from when Agnes lived here, but it is full of reproduction colonial furniture, apparently, and other bits and pieces. I mean, that's amazing, because again, that wardrobe, that It does look like it could be something out of the 70s. Yeah, maybe the 70s was ripping off colonial furniture, but then I guess yeah, it's got the Victorian feel, but it's in the dark mahogany wood. Undecided.
So you can see behind me, this house was a conservation project, and everything inside and outside has been restored and now is a museum displaying different artifacts and information, but it's still a very impressive house.
So sometimes you need to mull these things over for a moment, and I think me and Agnes do agree. I think essentially what she is saying is that while there is inequality, there will be no peace, and that if we worked as hard in peacetime to make a better world as we do in wartime to kill, people wouldn't have a reason to fight. And yeah, I think she is an optimist, and I think it was difficult to interpret because they've laid it out really weirdly with the text. So Sarah flirting with the security again.
Ooh, I mean, he had a bit of Whitney playing. I had to sing along with it. I wasn't flirting.
Yeah, you were up for some of that Salamat dating.
We are on the way to Site 5 and we have to go down this main road. However, we have no pavement. And check out the ditch.
Yeah, that is major structural collapse there, and this looks like prime dog territory to me. I'm going to have my umbrella, my flimsy umbrella at the ready. I'm going to be looking for a stick.
There's a big one there.
Maybe he seems to say not on that side of the road.
I don't know.
I'm going to take his advice though. Ah, the electrical power cables. So I reckon he was saying don't stand underneath them.
Okay.
Okay. Hopefully it was that and it wasn't a tiger.
Nervous laugh. Yeah, we go straight over that way.
Stay close, I hear dogs barking.
So this is site number 5 and it stinks of
Yeah, this is a
crap.
bad look.
Yee.
This smells really bad. There is loads of rubbish. This is not love to the point where I would be embarrassed to have this on a heritage trail. I'm not going to lie, this is really, really bad. It smells awful.
But this is the historic staircase. Mind where you're stepping. I mean, it's historic, isn't it?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, they should take this one off. Or they should do some upkeep. Look at that, that's terrible.
I know. And there's a house there. Probably had the dog. Let's go.
Yeah. And we are downwind of those bins, and I have not wanted to gag quite so much in a long, long time. It does look like it's a rubbish drop-off point, and it's smack bang in the middle of the Basil Christian Church. They have a children's school here and a big complex, and yeah, I think they need to do a little bit of a clean-up operation, even if it's not theirs. Just clean it up. It's next to your site. It's bad. It's really bad, like awful.
It wasn't smell of bins. It was smell of someone's butthole.
Beautifully put.
There's my community. Good little kids.
So right along the road here, there is recessed down the hill sort of a shanty town. I'm going to call it that. I don't know if that's what it is called, but tin roofed, sort of temporary kind of looking accommodation, and all the money in the world could not be paid to me to walk through that. We heard dogs barking all the way down, and I think they're going to be territorial, and yeah, that's the kind of road that scares me, to be honest. Oh, here's the Buddhist temple though.
So site number 6.
So we are at the Buddhist temple. It's a Chinese temple, and it's dedicated to the goddess of mercy, Kuan Yin. It's one of Sandakan's oldest temples. It's perched on the hill, on not far from Singapore Road, and the first temple was constructed in 1880, and afterwards it was expanded in 1886. So it has some age to it, and let's hope that these monks don't have the big dogs like the other ones did at that other temple.
And let's hope there are monks here. Hello.
Hello. We had nothing to fear. We were met by a couple of lovely ladies who brought us in, and well, we kind of know what we're doing. We thought we were doing well. We bought the incense, and then we struggled to light it one by one, and she came over and put them in the bundle and did it all in one go, and I think they just wanted to get rid of us. It would have taken hours for us to do it, but yeah, we did our own thing, I guess. We placed our incense, then sat down, and I said a little prayer.
Yeah, me too.
Of thanks, and yeah, then we left, and yeah, it was strange. They have like a bell, like when you go in and out of a supermarket. So
They ding dong.
it's a bit strange, but yeah.
And then she drummed on the little metal drums on the side and just nearly frightened me, or she did frighten me. But yeah, and it's really hot in there as well, just because of all the burning of incense.
Yeah, they must be buzzing off those incense.
We are at site number 8, and this is Sam Sing Kung Temple, and yes, you can count. We have missed out 7, which is St Michael's Church, because it was a little bit derelict where we were, and it was a little bit further out there, so we thought abort that mission. There was a lot of dogs hanging about.
Yeah, it's getting really hot now, and again, we didn't bring enough water. We've done our 2 litres.
Yeah, so yeah, this is number 8. We have 2 more to go. So we are in Pandang Bandaran Park, which is here, the central area, and you can see some kids playing football with bare feet, hardcore, and you can see they are getting ready for their Sandakan festival, which is starting tomorrow, which we'll miss out, but there's a massive stage here, and you can see all the marquees are up. We're gonna miss out. All right, 2 more, and we are going to Malaysia Fountain. I think it's that way straight.
There is Eagle Eye, spotted it. It's behind me. It's the water fountain. It's not turned on, and yeah, easy one to miss, to be fair. I think they should turn that water on. And Sarah has gone ahead of me, and there is a dog trailing her.
And we are back to where we started, and yes, we have aborted number 10. Technically we haven't, because we went past it already without even knowing it.
It was the Wisma Warrison building, and it's adjacent to Willie P's memorial statue, so we've already been there. I would say this trail took 3 hours, maybe 3-4 hours if you stop for a cup of tea. So yeah, it's sweaty work, and I feel absolutely shattered now. And I guess it's the sites are of varying quality in my opinion, so you can see them and judge for yourself, I guess.
Yeah, old staircase. But we would say from the old staircase down to about 8 or 9, they just need to kind of sort it out.
I think in general, Sandakan is in need of some investment. I think I can see quite a bit of poverty here, homelessness, and it needs a bit of a clean up. So yeah.
Send it love.